What up? What up? What up, you guys? It's Blackwing 2040. Welcome back to the DC Animated Universe Marathon. Well, guys, we made it to the final episode of the first half of Batman the Animated Series because there's still more Batman Animated Series stuff to come, which will be called the New Batman Adventures. But for now, we made it to the end. Tex, how did it feel starting off with On Leathery Wings and now make it to this point?
I mean, it feels good, you know. At least we can say well, we're done with most of the Batman journey. I'm not counting Batman Beyond since it's basically new material. But as
Yes.
far as Bruce Wayne, Batman, Dick Grayson, Batgirl, Tim Drake, all that, it feels pretty good. You know, we're almost done with all of it because I don't think
Yeah.
there's that much of the new animated adventures compared to this
Oh
that we've
yeah.
been doing.
I mean, I already made the episode list for the new Batman Adventures, and I don't think that it's not that many episodes for us to do.
Yeah.
Let me.
So as a whole, I felt pretty good. I'm glad we're here. And actually, funny enough, is this episode? 'Cause I can actually assure you, I've never seen this episode.
Really?
I'm very sure of that. I feel like I've seen the first Mr. Freeze episode. I remember bits of Batman, Mr. Freeze, Sub Zero, and I've seen
Uh.
the Batman Beyond episode, but I've never seen this one. I'm sure of it.
Oh man. So pretty much you're gonna see all of Freeze's storyline
Yes,
with this entire watch through. That's crazy.
I actually for a long time I really thought his story probably. I don't know where I thought his story ended, but I definitely don't remember this episode. So it's exciting to see it.
It's funny because how I found this episode, I think I was just scrolling on the DCAU wiki just to see like for Mr. Freeze appearances. And this one was one. I'm just like Deep Freeze. I'm like, nope, I didn't see this one. I mean, I've seen Heart of Ice. I saw the Batman Beyond episode. I saw a Sub Zero, but I was like, I didn't see this one. And luckily enough, this particular episode plays into well, pretty much it's a prelude to Sub Zero. So I'll just say all of that for you, Tex, so you can actually see what happens next.
Okay.
But yeah, this episode's a good one. Just gotta make sure I'm not sharing the audio of the episode. But yeah, this episode's a really good one. A lot of people kind of overlook this episode for some reason, but it is really good. All right, so let us begin with Deep Freeze. I really, imagine if they didn't have to change the intro.
Yeah.
Let's just keep, I say just keep it here because it's the last time we're gonna see it.
Sure, why not? Why not? This beautiful clip show. We've seen practically all these episodes. Whoa.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah,
and they tease you with a glimpse of the better opening. That's insane.
Like the clips in this episode on this intro are pretty much just Robin's reckoning.
A bit of Ra's al Ghul's episode mixed in.
Yeah, a bit of Ra's al Ghul's episode in it. It's just like wow. Like that's interesting, but like most of it comes from Robin's reckoning.
You can tell they really wanted more Robin.
Yeah. Oh, and the Shadow
of the background episode. There you go. The one the one other one. Everything else is the Demon's Head or whatever, and Robin's Reckoning. Ooh, I really love that. That is great.
That is.
See, this another reason that the DCAU perfected and made Mr. Freeze household this image. You would never have gotten this before the show. The red eyes is glowing.
And there's another shot in this episode that I actually like a Freeze. It's beautiful.
Okay.
And of course, I see Bruce Timm and Paul Dini wrote this one. Not surprised.
Oh, okay, so it's gonna be top tier then.
It should be. Whoa. Just like walked through the electric fence. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm definitely sure I haven't seen this episode. I would remember this.
Anytime. Look, If it's bulletproof, why do you keep on shooting?
They just keep going, don't they?
I'm just like, just stop. Oh gosh.
Wow. That's such a sad way to take out somebody.
A sad way to go down.
People are still down there.
And there's Freeze in a cell.
What's happening?
You're like, what?
Interesting.
It's like, what's going on out there? I feel like all the, what's funny? Uh-oh. Guard. Like this man, like straight up fearing for his life right now. No.
Aw. Look the Freeze. Oh, I just stuffed him in there. Jesus. Robin, come on. He's trying to run.
Robin, look.
Like, see, this is my thing. They added him more, but they didn't have him be any better.
like not considerate at all.
Like, you think Freeze would like go through all that trouble just to pretend he didn't want to get captured? Like, no.
Exactly.
He's a very straightforward guy. If he wanted to get out, he would have been like, about time. No, he wouldn't be screaming like, help me.
Oh, look.
I'm so confused right now.
Batmite. A little Batmite toy.
It's a toy. Okay. I was about to say.
It wasn't real. It was a toy.
I was about to lose my sanity, bro.
Oh, the same guy from the Hardak episode.
I love when they bring characters back. Crypto.
Oh, shoot. You saw that, right?
Crypto, Mr. Mixpidalic. Probably somebody else I missed.
I saw Mixie Spidlick. I didn't see Crypto, but I saw that Mixie Spidlick.
Yeah, they'll probably show it again because I saw both of them. Probably somebody else I missed. I was genuinely surprised. Superman's not even in this universe yet. I don't think. This man would be much more of an efficient toy man. Look at him.
A better toy man. That is genius. Instead of making, like the villain toy man trying to be like an evil genius. Trying to use toys for just, villainy.
My favorite toy man is Hero, the one in like Japan or whatever. I think he's funny.
Oh, that toy man. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the only toy man I don't care about is the Superman villain. I think he's kind of
I mean, Superman the animated series toy man, that's a creepy looking design.
Well, I love his design, but I wish that design carried over to the comics instead of just making him some
creepy guy with a monocle.
Yeah. I'm actually curious where the story's going because if this wasn't his plan, I wonder who broke him out. Grant.
Huh. You know who he's trying to look like, right?
I feel like I do. I'm not sure. Actually, it looks very familiar.
Walt Disney.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's disgusting. I can see it now with the mustache.
The mustache, the hair, the eyes.
Is this episode trying to make an amusement park? Is that what it is? That what the city is?
He already has an amusement park. It's like an underwater park.
Oh, okay. Jesus. What year did Walt Disney die? This was after his death, right?
Walt died in like the 60s.
But he died a long time ago, right?
Yeah, like this is like 30 years after his passing. Trouble. Shark torpedoes.
Robin, pass me the shark repellent quickly.
Hand me the anti-perspirant and anti-bat repellent bat spray.
God.
Shark repellent. Look, the name for that was just a mouthful. I'm like, what is that?
Just call it what it is. Just call it
Shark
what it is.
repellent. Sheesh.
Yeah, here you go. All you have to say, bats. It's the first time we've seen this vehicle.
What, the bat boat?
Yeah. I guess I've never seen it dive like that. Oh,
nah,
he's about to break again. I forgot those sharks were like missiles for a second.
Uh-oh. Wow. Target neutralized.
I can definitely say it now.
You see the Walt Disney look on him, right?
Yeah, I definitely say it now.
Ah. Good idea. And he's in his actual suit again. A perfect duplicate. It looks exactly the same.
Even the code gun works. I would be
Let's test that out, shall we?
Let's test that theory. There's no way that thing doesn't have resistance to the code. You just gave him a weapon like that and didn't have any. Logically, I should do
Uh-oh.
the same to you. I love the voice. This is a joke on like the like how a lot of people are like, oh yeah, Walt Disney was frozen. Is that the joke? That's why this is a Mr. Freeze episode.
What do you mean?
Because remember that whole joke that goes around for like a few years? It was like, oh yeah, Mr. Freeze. Walt Disney's head is just frozen under the Disney vaults, and they're just keeping it or some stupid crap like that.
I
Like,
never heard that before, ever.
oh yeah, like Family Guy used to make jokes about it. I think maybe even South Park did a joke about it. It's just like, yeah, his frozen head is just held under like the Disney vaults so he can come back one day.
I never heard of that joke.
It's such a silly joke. It was like the original Tupac Still Alive joke, except I guess nobody took that one seriously. Also, one of these stories, the old man who wants to like be
like
some
the
other
villain.
character. Yeah. Actually, I like this trope. They did it in the Wolverine movie, didn't they? The one with Silver Samurai.
Yeah.
I trade 1,000. God, this voice is amazing.
Yep.
That's such a good line.
Nora.
I actually forgot, like, oh, what would happen to her since he's not watching her?
Wow. Of course, he put her in there. Huh. So you just basically gave Freeze an ultimatum, turn you into Freeze to be exactly like him, to help him in order for him to help bring his wife back. I hate these business tycoon type of villains. They annoy me.
They just think they got everything figured out.
Uh-oh.
At least this time Robin's at the top.
I mean, he's usually at the top, even when in the 60s show when they use the rope to climb up the building.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I used to love those segments. Oh, they met the Green Hornet.
Oceana, there we go. That's what they mean.
We know better. I mean, yeah, I live in Gotham. Like, I don't understand. Like, I move. Good folk or rich folk? Somewhere Aquaman is just like,
I'm like, excuse me?
What is somebody saying?
He's basically planning to freeze Gotham, so he is insane.
Well, why are the people okay with it? Y'all got no family in Gotham? Like, what is this? Y'all letting it slide?
Yeah, madman indeed. Like, the man's trying to. You have a oceanic city out in the wherever oceans of Gotham, and you plan to freeze Gotham City just to make way for a new society? Insane. Madness. Mutiny, as I would
This is
say.
definitely a plan. I'll grant it that. Oh,
Quite the
Robin.
plan.
See, this is what I'm talking about. It's all, I'll come back for you, old chum.
Uh-oh.
Wow. He lasted a good 5 seconds.
Yep.
No need for a Batman.
Yep, free will.
A small price to pay for order. I failed to see the problem with that.
Can't even escape.
Oh, it's cold down here.
This shot right here. This is the best right here.
I like how they always give him Terminator vibes in this show.
Yep. I have no choice.
Like a title card. There.
I love that shot.
That's a great commercial. That's a great commercial.
Beautiful. It's just like you just because it really looks like did he actually just really freeze them solid? Like, nah, he just immobilized them.
Why would you think that?
Only he thought that.
If this was the Batman, this would just be the origin of the second Mr. Freeze. Like I did two clay faces.
Yeah, 2 clay faces. You could have 2 ice villains.
That's been injected into him. Oh,
Yep.
God.
He asked for it.
I am immortal now. Immortal. That was so fucking unnecessary. That was, come on, man. I know you're rich, but Jesus.
I would like to be alone with my wife.
As you wish. Oh, suit yourself, huh?
I'm like, it's not my problem.
I feel so bad for Freeze because you can tell how just how messed up he is. Like, yeah, would your wife want that to happen, man?
Yep. Silence.
How dare you speak facts to me?
Ooh, that line delivery. I said silence.
I feel bad for Robin. I didn't even say anything. Don't get me in with this. I know you said you haven't seen Harley Quinn, but Mr. Freeze and his wife are both actually pretty. They're in that too. I ain't gonna say they're prominent, but they actually do make a couple of good appearances.
Huh.
That's nice. Come, there's much to do.
See, this is why I love Freeze.
He's not evil, you know.
He is not evil.
We were talking about Baby Doll last episode. It's like, yeah, some villains you like, yeah, you get where they're coming from. Like Mr. Freeze doesn't ever go out of his way to be like, yeah, die. You know, it's like, no, just get out of my way. Get out of my way, we'll be square.
Yeah. We're not friends. What I should have done before.
Look at his face. Oh. Freeze, don't get blindsided. Don't get.
Yeah, like watch your back.
Please tell me. Whoa. Was Bruce some dick? I'm about to say, where y'all at? my boy about to get cracked. The fact that he just walks casually as Robin's getting jumped is just so funny to me. He keeps going. Thank you for your assistance, boy Wonder. As I continue on.
As for you,
Batman has a no killing rule. I, on the other hand,
I do things my own way. Victor, behind you.
not the best awareness. He kind of ate it though. I just looked around like, really? Oh man. You may live forever, Grant Walker. And Mr. Freeze has some of the best line delivery in the show, bro.
He does.
I am aware.
Exactly. Now you get, well, he doesn't technically die because, he can't die anymore.
That is
he
all.
didn't even give. He just gave him one warning. That's it. Like as soon as the ice, like you got one active, like you'll get one warning. That's it. Like however you choose to handle this.
I'm
it's
really
up to you.
surprised they actually decided to leave him.
Well, he can't die anyway, so might as well.
I mean, yeah, but hey, that's still a fate worse than death. I mean, he gonna be stuck down there, man, for eternity. But hey, I feel it. I'm not messing up my no care rule. You can't die. Did it to yourself.
Yep. He'll live.
I want not to lose her again. Okay, Bruce, come on.
Bruce, just let the man stay with his wife. At this point, at a point like this, just let him stay.
He looked
okay.
I was just standing here. I was just standing here.
Like you just gonna let him shoot me like that? Like take the boy and go.
You couldn't have done it to Bruce, bro. And I like Robin could have carried him. I like, look, oh my god, this is what I'm talking about. He's in the show more, but he's just a damsel. Oh my, that was funny. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just feel so bad for Dick. He was minding his own business.
Just like take the boy and go.
You're the only one who cares.
Yes.
God, I love the Batman Beyond episode. I can't wait till we get to that.
Oh yeah, me too. Leave me. You're the only one who cares.
Look at it, Dick. Bro. Look at him. Look at him. Oh my god. I feel so
Batman just has him wrapped up in his cape and just letting the ice melt.
That man was staying quiet. He didn't do anything. He wasn't.
I don't know. Look, if you're a Dick Grayson fan, I'm sorry, but Dick is pretty much cannon fodder.
You gotta wait till that Nightwing.
Yeah, you might as well wait until he becomes Nightwing.
Oh man. Also, boy, like I don't know, maybe because most of the villains have known him since he's been a kid, but Jesus, he's a college kid now. Treat him with some respect.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen the last of
him. See,
him.
I wonder how this leads into the Sub-Zero movie now, and how the Sub-Zero movie leads into his Batman Beyond appearance.
If you see,
I've seen this shot. I've seen this shot before. I honestly didn't know where it was from. No, okay.
Well, you see how they're both trapped into the iceberg, and you know how Sub-Zero opens up in the Arctic. That pretty much.
Oh, it floated all the way to the Arctic. Oh,
yeah, I guess so.
I'll take.
I guess logic. It's like floated up the iceberg that they were in forever were just drifted to Antarctica. I can't say the continent. Come on now, Antarctica. Gosh,
it was a good episode.
I love it. It's
I've never seen it before.
It's definitely overlooked.
Does he have an episode in the new Batman animated adventures too?
One where he becomes just the head.
Okay, so that's what leads to the Batman Beyond.
Yep.
Because I've never seen that episode either. Like I honestly,
really, oh my gosh!
Now that we're talking about it, I've missed most of this Mr. Freeze's arc. I've seen the first episode, and I've seen the end of his story with I barely remember Sub-Zero, so I've only seen the beginning and end of his story in the DCAU.
Gotcha. I mean, I've only seen Sub-Zero just once.
I remember seeing ads for Sub-Zero as a kid, like on my VHS. I don't think it's been so long since I've seen it actually.
Oh yeah,
the last time I saw it aired on Boomerang.
You know what's funny? Because I had the Space Jam VHS, and you see that promo of Sub-Zero. I think that was the first time I saw like Batman himself. Just you saw shots of Batman. It was, of course, it was giving clips from episodes. It was giving clips from like the Shadow of the Bat episode, Robin's Reckoning, Heart of Ice. I was just like, I mean, of course, it didn't dawn on me that this is a Batman movie. It didn't occur to me until like once I got a little bit older and found out what Sub-Zero really was. I'm like, oh, it's a movie.
Yeah, I think it might have been the same for me because I had Space Jam on VHS too, so maybe
Yeah,
that was why
that's where I first heard of Sub-Zero. Got that
yeah,
awesome voiceover in the teaser trailer as well. That was great.
Yeah, man, I gotta say that I always understood why Mr. Freeze was such a beloved character from the DCAU and how they saved this character and made him interesting. But seeing this episode, it's making me realize, I think I may have underestimated why people love Mr. Freeze so much because this is 2 episodes in a row that I genuinely like really enjoyed a lot.
Yep.
They're both like really top quality episodes. You can tell they put all a lot of heart into his episodes, which is very good to me.
You know what's funny? The dude, Grant Walker, he actually shows up in those tie-in comics for the animated series. Not the newer ones with the adventure continues.
The classic ones that came back in the day.
Yep, those ones.
I remember I saw a panel of one where it was like, I guess it was before they did Super Animated Series, so it was Mullet Superman beating Batman. So yeah.
Yep. But for some, I just forgot which issue of it that it was that he makes his appearance. I guess it was because it was in one of the new Batman Adventure comics. I forgot what it was called. I think it was called Batman Gotham Adventures. And it had that issue 1 was just with Batman, Robin, Nightwing, and Batgirl on the first issue cover. And let me see. Here we are, issue number 5, which is Mr. Freeze focus. Yep, that's the one. Overview. Bruce Wayne suffers a concussion trying to foil the kidnapping of several cryogenic scientists from Wayne Tech. Now it's up to Robin, Nightwing, and Batgirl to rescue them with the help of an unsuspected source, Mr. Freeze. Okay. So, yeah. But yeah, I believe the story of Mr. Freeze does continue with those comics as well because, well, you said you've seen Sub-Zero, but for our listeners, I won't spoil Sub-Zero for you. If you know what happens, you know what happens. If you don't, I won't spoil.
I don't. So I'm actually excited to see where it goes.
Oh, you don't? Okay, perfect. Now I'm not saying nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing since you say you ever don't really remember. I'm not gonna say nothing.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, Black Queen, going through these movies, other than Master the Phantasm, that'll be the only one where I pretty much know all the beats. Everything else is gonna be practically new to me.
Okay.
Like Batwoman and Sub-Zero are gonna be practically new.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, because the Mystery of the Batwoman is one movie I didn't really pay attention to that much because once I get to the middle and then you find out, I was like, oh, it's 3 of them. I'm like,
I don't have the best memories of it. But again, that's also another movie I saw on Boomerang, and I was like, oh, this ain't that interesting, so I switched the channel.
Oh, yeah, I remember it was either on Boomerang or a show. Yeah, it was on Boomerang. I feel like it was on Boomerang. It just... the suit was nice. Her suit was cool. But it's just the story was not the best. I'll just say that. But yeah, guys, that is our final commentary for the first half of Batman the Animated Series because we have a lot more stuff going down the line for this DC Animated Universe marathon. We are giving you commentaries for Batman Mystery of the Bat. I mean, yes, Mystery of the Batwoman, but not yet. We are going to be giving you commentaries of Mask of the Phantasm and Sub-Zero. So keep an eye out for those 2. Those will be the next things on the coming down the pipeline. And then once we finish those 2 movies, we will begin the new Batman Adventures. So yeah, so pretty much I know a lot of people are very iffy on the new Batman Adventures, but it has its moments. I'll just say that. It just has its moments because I was actually going through the episodes that we didn't really have to do commentary on, and I was watching this one episode where Poison Ivy is the main villain, and oh my gosh, as I actually sat down and watched it and paid attention to it, I'm just like, okay, this episode is actually bad. This is what I could say. I can honestly say, okay, yeah, this episode is bad.
I'm really glad you took the bullet for me. We only watched the good ones then.
Oh yeah, we're only gonna watch the good one.
I guess the iconic ones we should say.
Here's the thing with new Batman Adventures. When it comes to iconicism with that show, Mad Love stands out, obviously, and Sins of the Father. For some reason, that's those. When people think of that show, they only think of those two shows. I mean, 2 episodes.
I can see. I
Because
mean, one of them was the 10 episode, right? Like his
yeah, one
introduction.
of them gives you
Sins of
how
the
Tim
Father.
Drake becomes Robin, and the other episode gives you Harley Quinn's origin. After that, and Old Wounds, which shows you how the reason why Dick quit being Robin. So
Yes, which
there's a
we
few
definitely did
episodes on
that.
why there's a few iconic episodes in there, but a lot of people just like toss the show aside because the animation changed. I mean, it was cheap. I mean, the animation was cheaper for them. If you ask me, it worked. And plus, it was a good gimmick to sell toys.
That's true.
It was
I
a
actually
good
had Tim Drake's Robin toy as a kid, but he was wearing like a blue and yellow version of the outfit for some reason. But I remember having it.
Yeah, so it's a good gimmick to sell toys. So you ask me, it was fine. It's okay. If you don't like it, I understand. You don't like it, it's fine. But to me, I love it mainly just because the animation and of course Tim Drake. And if it wasn't you know what's funny? That the suit design for Tim Drake with the red and the black, that's the first time you see that color suit design. So
That's right,
because of
because his in the comic that was only after Connor's death, which was like mid 2000s,
yep,
right? That's
yep,
actually I never thought about that. That's interesting. Okay,
yep. I'm just
well
like
then they knew the suit. They had to know that this suit was kind of
like
good.
they
We need
knew
to
like this
yeah
suit will
yeah
be
we need to
this
find a way to make it work. Kill Connor.
exactly. Oh, like it's like Jimmy Olsen's actually like Robin. You changed your suit colors red and black. Why? Because these were Connor's colors. I'm like, perfect. That's a great way to incorporate that suit. And that to me, that's Tim Drake's best suit. That's
No,
the
I
best
agree.
suit.
I agree.
It's
I
like
we were talking about before we started, we were talking about Gotham Knights. Huh? I really would have. I wish that was the suit Jim Lee got to design, but
oh man, if Jim Lee drew that suit.
yeah, like I don't know. Tim is that Robin where I'm like, yeah, green and yellow look good on you, but that red and
That
yellow,
red and
boy,
black
oh
is
boy,
phenomenal.
but that's a
If you
Robin, man.
if you ask me, I mean, yes, red and green are Robin's traditional costume colors, which is fine. But I mean, it worked for Dick when he was Robin. It's just I didn't like the pixie boots and the shorts.
No, man, you're
It's
right. They knew. Remember when they did Under the Red Hood movie? They gave that costume to Jason as a teenager. With that red and black. They know it's the best one. They know.
I felt bad for Jason. Oh yes, they did. They did. But if you
Yeah.
look at it now, they kind of gave it a little bit of green highlights, a little
Oh,
bit.
okay. I probably gotta look
But
at it
it's
then. It's
it's
been a minute.
fine. It's fine. I mean, it was close. I was okay with it. But yeah, guys. So hope you guys have been enjoying this DC Animated Universe marathon. Me and Tex have been enjoying it so far. So we still got more Batman stuff to come because once we get done with this stuff, Tex and I will begin doing episode commentaries for the new Batman Adventures, and then we do commentary for Mystery of the Batwoman, and then we'll be done with Batman the Animated Series. And from there, we will jump to Superman the Animated Series. We'll just be doing commentary for the iconic episodes. From there, we jump to Batman Beyond. We'll do Return of the Joker at the end once we finish the show. And then we're not gonna do any commentaries for the Zeta Project because
I'm sorry, it made me laugh.
I'm saving us the time and the energy and the trouble. I'm just saving us the time and the energy to do that because if we want to watch Zeta Project, we'll just watch the episodes on our own time and just do a comment. Oh yes, we gotta do discussions. I just remembered review discussions. So yeah, I forgot about that. Review discussions once we're finished with the new Batman Adventures. Me, Tex, and maybe I'll try to get some other fans of the show to discuss the anime series with us because again, the show is celebrating its 30th anniversary this year, so why not? So yeah, once that's done, review discussion for animated series. Then after that, finish Superman review discussion for Superman the animated series. Then Batman Beyond, and complete the cycle. And then once we finish Batman Beyond, we'll try to do we'll do a review discussion somewhere whenever we finish Zeta Project. And then after Zeta Project, we're gonna do Static Shock. We'll do because here's the thing with Static Shock, it's going to be interesting for me because I haven't watched Static Shock all the way from beginning to end. And there's a whole number of episodes of Static Shock I have not watched. So it will be, for Static Shock, it will be a blind watch through for me as well. Because I know there's a lot of iconic episodes in there, like, Richie's father being a racist.
Oh, the gun episode.
The gun violence episode, which I have never seen. I've never seen that episode.
That's one episode I distinctly. I remember the end, I guess. Let me say that. I don't remember much of the beginning.
Got you.
But yeah, it'll be nice to see. It's been maybe 8 years since I've actually gone through Static Shock, so it'll be interesting to see it again.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting for me too, especially to actually sit down and go through the entire show. Because when it comes to Static Shock, I always watch nowadays. I just watch the team up episodes. I just love those. I just watch the
team up episodes. They're actually really good. Surprisingly
great.
so.
They're really great. They're really great.
Yeah, I think he had the most team up episodes. I mean, Unlimited doesn't count because it's basically a team up show. But let's say it's like three crossovers with Batman.
Yeah. Well, two with Batman.
Oh yeah,
one was with Batman Beyond, one with Green Lantern, one with Superman, and then one with the Justice League. So
yeah.
Yes, Virgil had outranked everybody when it comes to team up episodes and crossovers. That's amazing. Dwayne McDuffie knew what he was doing.
He did.
He certainly knew what he was doing. And then, of course, once we finish Static, we'll do a review discussion on that. And then we'll close it out with, we all know the cycle for Justice League. We'll do some of our iconic and favorite episodes for Justice League, because Justice League will be easy to go through because each episode is pretty much a two-parter, unless, for the first episode, which was Secret Origins, that's 3 parts. The Savage Time, that was 3 parts. And then the series finale, Starcross, which was 3 parts. So Starcross is going to be interesting to actually sit through and react together. That's going to be a lot of fun to do.
I agree. I think that's when Justice League kind of hooked me like really bad, and then that's ironic. That's where it ended. So
because you get hooked to the show when one of them betrays the team.
I never expected Hot Girl's betrayal, man.
No one.
Because I think over the course of the series, she gives small hints. Kinda. I don't know if it was ever planned, or I don't know. Maybe once we look through the show again, maybe when we focus on the Hot Girl episodes prior to Starcross, maybe she gave hints. But at the same time, I don't know.
With the hints of her relationship with GL, it starts, and then once the part where her people actually show up, that's when the tables were turned. But with the whole, that episode where they had their first kiss, that's when things not really hit the fan, but that's when fireworks emerge for John and Shira.
Yeah. And they built up that relationship pretty well. I remember them building it up for quite a few episodes. So there's definitely some chemistry there.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, we ended out with Justice League Unlimited, and boom, we're done. So, yeah, that's our game plan, folks. And hopefully you guys will stick around for it. Hopefully we can get this done before the end of the year. I don't know, because 2022 is almost halfway over. So we'll see, because some shows are longer. I mean, some shows are shorter than others. So shouldn't be too much of a problem. But anyway, thank you guys so much for listening on this commentary. Tex, where can everybody find you?
So, guys, you can find me at the Detective on YouTube and Twitter.
And likewise, guys, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch at Blackwing2040. You can follow me. Wait, no, my gosh, wow. I'm tripping on my outro again. Why? I don't understand. It's so much information in my head. I guess I'm just trying to process so much. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to be notified whenever I go live or whenever a new video goes up. And as always, guys, we thank you and appreciate for being on this long journey with us, because we still got ways to go, but the journey is what makes it the best part. So, as always, I am Vengeance. I'm Darkness. I am Blackwing.